Hello, Mr. President. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Demetrios. How are you?
I'm doing good. I heard you wanted a transformation. Is that right?
That is correct, sir. Yeah, I'm really, I'm already at the top of my game. I've got some of the greatest people behind me, quite frankly. And I know I'm already more pleasantly dressed, more eloquent than Joe Biden. I just want to step up my game a little bit more. And as you said, this transformation, you're so good with words. Perfect. I just want to, would you be able to do that for me?
I would. And you know what, Mr. President? I'm going to get with that right now.
Thank you very much. This is why we do business with you. It's the art of the deal. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anyway, now, even though that was total BS, hey, still, the guy could use a transformation, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to give Donald Trump a little makeover, because love him or hate him, he could definitely use one. He doesn't have infamous hair for no reason, he's not called the Orange Man for no reason, and his suit game could be better if he actually listened to me, and it would actually go more with his personality than it does, because right now it doesn't really fit it as well as it could. So you know what? Let's just cut the crap and get to it. Let's transform Donald Trump. First, let's start with the hair. His hair is famous for being odd, and he knows it by now. But if we were to actually do something that actually looked good, then I'd say start by making it white. It'd be a lot better than that yellow that he's got. And I'd slick it back, kind of like this. I mean, kind of better? Huh? I don't know. Just get rid of that rat tail and cut the back a bit. You know, it's in the sides. It's a little too long. So do the classic short sides and back with a longer, slicked back top. That would look good. Done. Or like these guys did. They gave him a bunch of hairdos. And personally, out of all these, I like this one on the bottom. But to be honest, I don't think he can do any of these because I highly doubt his hair is that thick or that dense to do it. So you know what I say? Just shave it off. I mean, look at this. I think that's perfect. Such kingpin vibes, man. And it goes with his personality. I mean, whether you think he's a badass or a villain, he looks like he could be both. So however way you view him, it fits. His hair honestly might be a lost cause, so I say bald. But that's just me. Comment down below what you guys think is the best and if I'm alone on this. Suit game. Now, to be honest, I always thought that a billionaire from New York would have a better suit game, like he did though in the past. So all he really has to do is kind of go back to his roots, so to speak. And I mean, hey, if any place in the United States is gonna have decent tailors, it's New York. Let's start with the trousers. Honestly, pretty sloppy. I mean, my boy's like a good pizza sauce, thick and rich. So this cut only emphasizes that, a little too much on the thickness, right? So I'd go for a slight taper down the ankle. He's got thick thighs, so do I. So pleats would benefit here. Single reverse pleats specifically to put less emphasis on the thighs is what I would personally go for, and that's what I do. But even if he were to wear a fuller cut, the main thing he needs to focus on is the length and go for a slight to no break on his trousers. Any bunching fabric is going to end up looking sloppy and make him look shorter. Already, to be honest, he looks a little bit too much like Kim Jong-un right here. And Kim doesn't have the best style, all right, especially when it comes to his pants, okay? Yeah, Mr. President, taper and shorter, then you're good. Now the jacket. See, Trump uses his arms a lot, okay, when he talks. A lot like Italians do. And what Italians do is they have certain features in their jackets that help for ease of movement, like higher armholes and at least in Naples, spalla shoulders. And if he is going to use any padding at all, if he preferred that, then he only needs a little bit because his shoulders are broad enough. If he uses a little, just raise them up ever so slightly to have a little bit more professional, clean, and more authoritative look to it, right? But the real thing that I think he's completely missing out on is his lapel game. I mean, my man's wearing notch lapels, but what he could really benefit from, and it would fit his personality, are some wider peak lapels, like this. Peak lapels are much more aggressive and more assertive looking, more of a boss look than notch lapels. And not only is it more stylish, but it goes much more with his bold personality. And the wider the lapel, the more emphasis on that. The more bold, the more cocky even. Like me. Now, a rich blue or a navy would be more in line with his personality, I think. And if the occasion called for it, pinstripe. I mean, look at what Melania is wearing right here. She's wearing what he should have. At least, you know, he would wear a more masculine silhouette. But still, it's totally something that he should be rocking. I mean, it's pinstripe. It's got peak lapels wide, really wide, like 70s peak lapels. Heck, I'd even wear something like this. Man, it's got them Tagliatore vibes. I love it. Heck, even double-breasted wouldn't be too far for this guy. And double-breasted and pinstripe suits, they scream business. So it would be perfect for him. But if that's out of line because it seems like they have to wear these boring-ass, plain-ass navy suits, if that's the case and you have to do it, at least, my man, go for some peak lapels. I mean, that would be more in line with your personality. And bespoke, because he can afford it more than anybody, having a suit handmade perfectly to your body shape. I say go for it. Now, while his collar game is surprisingly good, his tie game, quite frankly, could be a lot better. You know, Donald, you wear them too long and they point towards your crotch, which puts too much emphasis on it, which is probably intentional for all I know. But, you know what? Try what the Japanese and the Italians like to do, where the back blade is longer than the front. It's very daring, sprezzatura, and a devil-may-care attitude, but it looks a little nicer than the big blade pointing towards your dick, all right? And when it comes to ties, it's more personal preference, but anything other than those really silky, fakey, bright red ties, those are nasty, especially when they match your pocket square. For the love of God, never match your tie exactly with your pocket square. Instead, go for something a little bit more textured, maybe, like this, or this knitted tie. And if you're gonna wear red, probably, yeah, more burgundy, and the blue's a little nicer looking. Or even a medallion tie in ancient matter. Or, how about this? Wear one of the own ties that you sell. And you know, for anyone drawing their own conclusions about me because I own this, hey, it's unused, it's gonna be worth a lot of money, and it's a bit of history, I bet you. Someone gave it to me for that very reason. It doesn't mean that I side with him or don't side with Donald Trump, okay? Because a lot of people who collect World War II memorabilia, you know, they collect the American stuff, the British stuff, and the Nazi stuff. It doesn't mean that they side with either or both of them or none of them at all, all right? So don't draw BS conclusions about me because I got this. Could be fooling you. Or not. You don't know. So these are just my personal suggestions on how Trump could dress to better match his personality. And it was fun. And because it was fun, I don't want a political war in the comment section, all right? Instead, comment on who you'd like me to restyle next. And also, check out my other videos. I'm really trying to get this channel off the ground. It's extremely hard, and I am financially and mentally exhausted. Please help. It's dope. Also, asterimo. I know, and I love you.
This situation's serious, my brother and I know it. We'll do our best, we won't back down, we promise not to blow it.